Hi guys, so today I'm coming at you with a simple drawing of just a girl like throwing up the deuces and with a simple pose. So let's get started. So first I'm using E00 and blush from the Winsor & Newton Pro Marker set and the E00 from Cold Marker Sketch. So first I'm using this as more of a base color because right now it looks like a pale orange color, but as it dries and absorbs into the paper, it turns into like a pretty nice pale skin color. But the it's pale, but yet it still has like some life to it. So here I'm actually working quickly with this Copic marker because you have to work quickly. Even though it's alcohol based, it still has a chance of causing streakiness, so you have to work quickly. And I also like pat in certain areas because I don't want the pencil work to spread and just ruin most of the line work. Then here I'm using the Winsor & Newton Pro Marker to add some shading to areas like under the hair, the nose, the mouth, and the neck, and then on where the collarbone is located. Also on the hands to express like where the shadows are in a certain hand position, and putting some shadows under where the jacket is supposed to be going over her arm to give the illusion of like her arm being inside of the jacket and not just having the drawing look like the jacket's like stuck to the skin. Also added some more shading by the neck where the jacket meets the skin on the neck. So here I actually did a couple of color studies where I have a couple of outfits laid out, and the last one had brown hair, and decided to color over it to see what that outfit would look like with the actual like blue and green hair. So I decided to go with the thumbnail with the green and blue hair, and with the outfit with the dark grayish black jacket. So I kind of like changed the organization of the like red maroon type outfit. I decided to have still the reddish like maroon color, but instead of having the skirt, of course, you see I decided to draw jeans. So I decided to put like the flower pattern on like these jeans, but just have the jeans like a plain white. So here I first started to watercolor the hair to just put the base color of the green and the blue down before I add shading. So first I'm putting a base color of green, of like a light green, and then blending into that at the like bottom part of the hair, I have a light shade of blue. Now, starting with the shirt, I actually have it as like a dark maroon color, but as I blended it out, it became, it's like a still a maroon color, but it's like a light shade of it though. And I apologize for the reflections of the water from the watercolor against the light. Then here I'm using that exact same color for the flowers on the pants. Again, where I said I wanted just completely white pants, so I'm just like taking the base color of just white off the paper, and I'm just going over it with that same color that I used for the shirt and using the brush to create flowers. Okay, now going in with just straight pigment, I'm going into the areas where I know the jacket is like separating from the other side of the jacket that's in the chest area, so I'm actually just adding straight pigment to just add a separator in a way, and then I'm blending it out with the rest of the jacket color, which is supposed to be like a dark gray, with water and blended it out from that straight black pigment. Going into the areas where it's the zipper on the jacket, and also where it's shadowed by the armpit and by the separation of the forearm and the rest of the part of the arm. So that's where I added shading. And now I'm taking just straight water. I'm blending it out, but it didn't go as well, so I had to add in certain areas more pigment to help blend it out. Again, going with the technique of just taking just straight black pigment into certain areas where I know the jacket separates or where the jacket will have the most shadow. That's where I'm adding most pigment, and then I'm gonna go in with some water and blend it out. Now going with a smaller size brush and a darker shade of green and blue and even like different type of shades of it. I'm using this small brush to add like individual lines of the hair, more apparent, to show the movement of where the hair is going. Here on the pens, I'm adding just straight red pigment on top of this, and I'm using this to like bring more of like the type of flower and the shape of the flower more apparent, and just to add detail to the individual flowers. Then I decided to go over the shirt again with more of a red pigment. First I used the maroon color, and then here I'm going straight with red pigment to add more of a red undertone to the shirt, to add more color and also to match the redness of the flowers in the pants. So I decided to take a stray from the original plan, which was to have like the flowers in the shirt like a dark maroon color, and I just decided to go with like a regular red color, but also still like a dark red form of a color in a way. So here I'm taking the green that I used to add more detail in the hair and used it to add more definition to the eyebrows and add shading there so it wouldn't be looking like just straight graphite in this area. So that's what I did, and then now I'm adding green leaves to like each of the flowers, and I decided to give one leaf to a couple of the flowers at the top of the pants by the pockets, and the rest of the flowers on the jean design is just two leaves with a lighter green color than what I originally was using. Now I'm using just simple Daler Runny color pencil just to add some form of shading to the eyes and to the sheets, and to add more like a flashy, like more of a flesh and pinkish and blush color to the cheeks and to the nose and like to the mouth. Now I'm actually gonna take the rose color from the Charging color pencil sets, and this set is a 72 set that you can get off of Amazon. And I'm just adding a dark color at the tips of the fingers and just blending out to the rest of the fingers. And then I take the De La Runny color pencil in the color red and just add more shading to the tips, also following the rose color. Next, I'm going to take one of my lining pen and I'm gonna add eyelashes and like eyeliner to the eyes. And I also did this to the mouth there, as you saw, and to the nose. Now using the color dark brown from the Charging Art set, and I'm just using it to add like separation between certain clothes, or to add more definite details to the hands and to certain parts of the illustration. And after that, the drawing is almost done. The next step is just to add just bits of highlights to the clothes and to the face. So that's the end of the video. Thanks for